Alright, let's dive deeper into episode 4 of Narenare Cheer for You, Capoeira Rhapsody. This episode is a real roller coaster of emotions, mixing the excitement of new beginnings with the bittersweet pain of potential endings. We kick off with our cheerleading squad, Pom Poms, celebrating a big milestone. Their cheer video just hit over 100 views. The girls are over the moon, especially Anna, who's already brainstorming ideas for their next project. You can really feel the energy and enthusiasm radiating from her. It's clear that for Anna, this isn't just a hobby. It's a passion that's lighting her up from the inside. Now let's talk about Anna for a bit. We get to see a whole new side of her in this episode. Outside of school and cheerleading, she spends a ton of time at this awesome record shop called Stout Records. The owner, who everyone affectionately calls YJ, is more than just a shopkeeper to Anna. He's like a mentor, a friend, and maybe even a father figure all rolled into one. There's this great scene where Anna's hanging out at the shop and YJ's playing some blues. They're chatting about music, and you can just see how comfortable and at home Anna feels there. It's like watching a kid in a candy store, but instead of sweets, it's vinyl records and music knowledge that's got her all excited. One morning, Anna shows up at school bursting with excitement. She's got this brilliant idea to use some of her dad's old vinyl records to create some unique music for their next cheer performance. It's a beautiful moment because you can see how she's trying to blend her two worlds, her love for cheerleading and her passion for music. Plus, it's a touching way for her to honor her dad's memory. But then, bam! The episode takes a sharp turn. Anna goes to Stout Records, all excited to borrow some equipment for her project, when YJ drops a bombshell. He's planning to shut down the shop. He's going to sell off his entire collection to a store in Tokyo. Anna's reaction is heartbreaking. You can literally see the light go out of her eyes. This shop isn't just a place where she buys music. It's her safe haven, her home away from home. This is where we start to learn more about Anna's backstory, and boy, is it a tearjerker. Turns out Anna moved to Japan after her dad passed away. Can you imagine? New country, new language, and dealing with the loss of a parent. That's a lot for anyone to handle, let alone a young girl. When she first started school in Japan, Anna was super shy and withdrawn. She didn't talk much, and the other kids were kind of scared to approach her. There's this flashback scene where we see her sitting alone at lunch, and it just tugs at your heartstrings. But then we see how Stout Records and YJ helped her come out of her shell. There's this absolutely adorable flashback where we see little Anna visiting the shop for the first time. She's clutching one of her dad's old records, looking all lost and sad. But then YJ starts teaching her how to clean a record properly, and you can just see this spark of interest light up in her eyes. It's like watching a flower start to bloom. This place, these records, and YJ, they all became her lifeline, her connection to her dad, and to her new life in Japan. As the news about Stout Records closing starts to sink in, we see Anna start to withdraw again. She skips school, which is totally out of character for her, and seems to be retreating into herself. Her friends start to notice something's up, and they're worried. They know how much the shop means to Anna, even if they don't fully understand why yet. This is where the power of friendship really starts to shine through. Anna's friends decide to take action. They march over to Stout Records, determined to find Anna and figure out what's going on. When they get there, they start to piece together just how important this place is to their friend. It's a real eye-opener for them, seeing this whole other side of Anna's life that they never knew about before. There's this really powerful scene where Anna's friends confront her about pushing them away.
Hey there, fellow. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. I wanted to take a quick moment to ask you what you think of this video so far. If you're liking it, be sure to give it a thumbs up And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, now's the perfect time to do it. By subscribing, you'll stay up to date on all my latest videos and updates, and you'll get to see even more awesome content. So what are you waiting for? Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.
They remind her that she's the one who brought them all together for cheerleading in the first place, and they're not about to let her face this alone. It's such a beautiful display of friendship and support. You can almost feel Anna's walls starting to crumble as she realizes she doesn't have to deal with this by herself. The episode wraps up with the girls putting their heads together, determined to find a way to save Stout Records. They decide to do what they do best: cheer. But this time, it's not just about performing. It's about rallying support for the shop and showing YJ how much the place means to everyone. Throughout the episode, we see some really important themes developing. There's the power of music to heal and bring people together. We see how crucial it is to have a place where you feel you belong, especially when you're dealing with loss or feeling out of place. And of course, there's the strength of friendship and how sometimes our friends can see what we need, even when we can't see it ourselves. The relationships between the characters really evolve in this episode too. We see Anna's friends stepping up and showing how much they care about her. There's a deeper understanding developing between them as they learn more about Anna's past and her connection to Stout Records. It's like watching their friendship level up right before our eyes. There's also this underlying theme about the importance of preserving culture and community spaces. Stout Records isn't just a shop. It's a hub for music lovers, a place where people connect and share their passion. Seeing it potentially disappear is a reminder of how easily we can lose these special places if we don't fight to keep them. The episode also touches on the theme of change and how we deal with it. YJ seems resigned to closing the shop, feeling like it's time to move on. But for Anna, this change feels like losing a part of herself. It's a relatable struggle. How do we hold on to the things that matter to us in a world that's constantly changing?